Hello, everyone. Can you see me? I don't know why I can't see myself on here. You can see me? Great. Okay, because I can't see me and I'm used to seeing myself. Well, all right, everybody. Well, y'all check in. Let me know where you're checking in from. Um, I'm doing YouTube now because I want to be able to record these videos and to repost them so that I can build content on my page. So, what I want to do, guys, and I'm going to start a series, and I kind of started it yesterday, but I want to start a series, and you guys know this is the Home Buying Lunch and Learn. That's the name I gave it. But I want to start a series where I'm going to walk you guys through, some of the basic steps of the home buying process, some areas that you guys can be working on that you can help you to get kind of more in position. You all know next month I'm going to be releasing the home buying master class. It's going to be a 5-part series. I'm going to break it down so it will be in bite sizes because when I did the event about 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago now, it was almost 3 hours, really 4 hours. I'm sorry, it was 4 hours. So I want to break it down into bite-sized pieces. But what I do here each day, Monday through Friday at 11:30 Central Standard Time, is I just basically help you guys to really take a look at yourself individually. What are some of the things that's preventing you from getting home buying ready? And even though, guys, I'm talking about getting home buying, for those of you who followed me for any length of time, I don't just talk about home buying. I talk about how to help you with your credit. I talk about how to help you with your finances. I will be talking about how to help you start a business. So once you close on that home, or if you have a year or so before your lease expires, how to start investing in real estate investing. I'm going to talk about how to go get the money to buy these houses. I'm going to talk about how to build your credit so that you can shift some of your weight from your personal to your business that would help you to qualify for that home. Okay, this is not just about home buying. I am literally going to help you guys to touch on a little bit of every area of your life because I know you guys need this. And that's what I want to help you guys to do. And that's why I'm doing it through YouTube. And I'm here also on TikTok because I want you guys to be interactive. I'm going to answer your questions. So post your questions in the chat. I also have my admin on here who's going to help me out. So again, guys, if you guys know you're dealing with any situation that is preventing you from getting to the closing table, I am going to help you. So today, guys, I want to talk to you about money matters. So for those of you right now who say, I'm struggling financially, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, I don't even have a savings, okay? I really want to buy a home. I'm tired of renting. I really want to do this, but I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I feel like my situation is hopeless. I need help. Well, today I want to help you and I want to talk about your finances. A lot of times we don't want to talk about money. We don't want to talk about money because in most cases we don't have any. But I'm telling you guys, a closed mouth will not get fed. Let me repeat that again. A closed mouth will not get fed. So what you guys want to do is I'm going to talk to you guys and walk you through this process. What I'm also going to do, and I'm going to really try to do it every day, but I'm going to leave you with an assignment. So that means whatever the assignment is, you go back and do it. Most of you, it may not even pertain to you, but if it pertains to you, go and do it. Because at the end of the week, what I want to start doing is I want to give a quiz. And I'm going to give a quiz for those of you who can answer the quiz right. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to give you, but I'm going to be doing this so that I can be sure, confident that you're paying attention. Because if you're going to watch these videos and you're going to watch this content, I want to make sure that you guys are getting the results. So today I want to talk about money matters, because a lot of you may be saying, well, I don't have a whole lot of money. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm probably going to be a renter forever. But ask yourself, and I need y'all to be honest, ask yourself, do you really have a money problem, or do you have a spending problem? I need y'all to comment on that. Do you really have a money problem, or do you have a spending problem? Because a lot of you are saying you have a money problem, and to be honest with you, y'all know y'all probably got a spending problem. But see, we don't want to admit that. And a lot of times we don't want to admit that because at the end of the day, I get it. You work every day. You deserve to take some of your money and enjoy yourself. You deserve to take some of your money, if you so choose, go in your backyard and burn it, if that's what you want to do. But if you know that you are on a mission to get things done, you know you need to have a certain amount of money to move forward. You also know you need to go somewhere and have a seat. Because if you know you leave your house, you're going to go spend some money. And a lot of times we don't want to do that. Yeah, we want to be out and about. We want to be mingling. We want to be entertained. All those things. But is that hurting you, or is that helping you? I know you used to moving around. I know you used to doing things. But I'm trying to let y'all understand, I'm not here to sit here and pacify you. I'm just being honest. If y'all want somebody to say, girl, you know, you work hard, go spend your money, do you. I'm not your girl. I'm just being honest with you. That's not me. Because you didn't come here for me to do that. You came over here to get some results. You came over here to get your life changed. And when it comes to our money, we know we don't want nobody talking about our money. We don't want nobody telling us, how to spend our money. We want to do what we want to do. We grown. Okay, well, that's why you got what you got. But if you pay attention, be patient, and follow what I am going to give you, I promise you, your life is going to change. Your money is going to change. But you first got to identify what really is the problem. Because even though some of you think you may have a spending problem, you actually might have a money problem, and vice versa. So the number one activity or assignment that I feel I've created that tells it all. I need you to identify, are you a swiper? When I ask that question, are you a swiper? Are you out here swiping your debit card everywhere you go? You next to never take money out of your bank account. You don't do the cash thing. You rather swipe. And I'm not even talking about just a debit card. Some of you may be swiping your credit card. But are you a swiper? Okay. Do you want to admit it? Because everywhere you go, swiping that card, sticking into the little machine. And if you are, okay, I can almost guarantee, I'm not going to give it 100%, but I'm going to be a good 95. And 95% of you do not reconcile your bank statement. Is there anybody on here that will actually admit that they do that? How many of you will admit that you actually reconcile your bank statement? Because I guarantee it won't be a lot of you. It'll be a real slim, maybe 2 or 3. And the reason I say this, because I guarantee a lot of you don't do it, but you say you don't have any money. But if you reconciled your bank statement, most of you will see, I really do have some money. I'm just spending it in all the wrong places. So here's going to be your exercise for today. I want everybody, and I know a number of you that are on Facebook that's been following me for a while. You already have done it. But again, this is not a one-time thing, guys. So if you felt like you've done it before, trust me, you need to do this every single month. I want you to go and look at your last 2 months bank statements. Yeah, you can look at your last month, but at least 2 to 3 months will give you an idea of this being something you do on a regular basis. Because some people will say, oh, I had, Christmas came up, or I had an anniversary or a birthday or something came up. So, the numbers are a little off. No, when you do 2 to 3 months and you see those numbers are kind of consistent, yeah, you know that's what you do. So I want you to go and look at your last 2 to 3 months of bank statements. And you're going to go through those bank statements and you're going to make 3 columns. You're going to have a eating out column. You're going to have a shopping column. And you're going to have a miscellaneous column. And you're going to go through those bank statements. And if you have them, it would be great if you do, get you a highlighter. 3 of them. And the reason why you want 3, because you're going to have a color for eating out, a color for shopping, and a color for miscellaneous. And when you get to the bottom of that statement, you're going to take all your eating out colors and add them up. And you're going to put that number at the top of the bank statement, or each bank statement. You're going to take the color for shopping, add them all up, put all the numbers at the top of your bank statement. And then you're going to do the same for your miscellaneous. And you're going to look at all those bank statements and look at those numbers. Are those numbers consistent? So if you're spending, let's say, $200 on average, that was the lowest you spent on an average month eating out, you know for a fact you got an extra $250 that you can reallocate to either savings and paying off some debt. What about shopping? If you're spending $300, $400, $500 a month on average, you got some extra money that you can now take, to go and now reallocate towards savings and paying off debt. You all know January, we started a savings challenge. If you're not a part of the savings challenge, you need to start that. We're doing a 52-week savings challenge. If you know for a fact that you don't have $1,000 in a dedicated savings account, that is a problem. Yes, you can buy a house, no money down. Yes, you can go to closing and get money back at closing. Literally buy a house with nothing, zero. But you're going to need to have money in a bank account. They want to see, they being the lender, would like to see that you have reserves. They want to see that you're not house poor. So the reason for this exercise, guys, is to help those of you who are saying, I can't save. I don't have any money. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. When you go through this exercise, it's going to tell you, are you really living paycheck to paycheck and struggling? Or do you just really have a spending problem? So this is going to help you to identify, because if you do have a spending problem, based on the numbers that you get, you're going to add them all up. Yes, you're going to separate them first because you need to know where the bulk of your money is going. Because if you're spending a lot of money eating out, the number one thing a bell should go off in your head, I need to start grocery shopping. I need to start meal prepping. And if you're spending a lot of money shopping, especially if you're spending $300, $400 a month shopping, and I'm not talking about grocery shopping. I'm talking about just out buying extra stuff that you probably don't need right now, okay? But if you're spending a lot of money shopping, you need to identify, okay, well, I'm buying all this stuff, but if I'm trying to buy a house, I need to be saving this money. So when I close on my house, I really can go shopping like I want to. The stores are not going to close. Actually, they're opening a whole lot more stores. So again, remember I said, be patient. If you can be patient, save your money, Get your house, then you can go shopping. And then let's talk about this miscellaneous column. Miscellaneous can be you going to the ATM, get money. You maybe went to the bank to pull out some money. You got a purchase from a debit card that you don't really understand what that purchase was for. That's miscellaneous. And if that number is a high number, again, you need to identify what you need to do to now drastically reduce that number. Now, I am talking to you about whether you have a money problem or spending problem, which is going to help you to identify, now I got more money because I know where the money's been going. Now I have more money to put toward savings, to put toward paying off debt, maybe putting toward my home buying fund. I have the extra money. And when you do this, now you're in a position to get things done. Because those of you right now who know, and you're saying, my credit's kind of bad, but I don't want to get no credit repair. I can't afford it. But if you can afford to spend $200-$300 a month eating out, make it make sense. You can afford to eat out when you can go home and cook, but you can't afford to get your credit repair. Because what that's telling me, your priorities are not where they need to be. That means you got to focus. We talked about it yesterday. You got to get a plan. Make your plan. What do you need to do? If you know you got to get credit repair, that's part of your plan. If you know your lease is expiring in 6 months, that's part of your plan. If you know you need to save money, that is part of your plan. You guys can't be out here all willy-nilly just, doing stuff just because. You got to have some direction, clear direction on where you're going, what you need to do, and how it needs to be done. Because if you don't have a clear plan, then guess what? Nothing gets done. And that's not what I'm setting you up to do. I'm setting you guys up so that y'all can win. But you got to pay attention. You got to do the work. And most of all, you got to stop being so distracted. You guys are so distracted all over the place, and you're not getting anything accomplished. I want to give you guys 90 days of just hanging out with me each day and see how your life is changing. Because if you tell me you've been here 90 days and nothing in your life has changed, I already know them straight lies. If you don't do nothing but save $25 a week, that is change. If you don't do nothing but increase your credit scores maybe 75, 60 points, that is change. I want to see you guys changing on a weekly basis, not a monthly basis, because I'm going to bring you guys a lot of content. But my ultimate goal is to help you to get home buying ready so that you can become a financially free homeowner. I don't want you guys to still continue to struggle, live paycheck to paycheck, and say you don't have any money. I want to help you guys to get yourself set up and in place to where you can now, yes, become a homeowner. Yes, go start a business. If you decide you want to leave your job whenever, okay, you can go do that. You have options. A lot of you don't have options right now. So you're basically taking what's given to you, opposed to you taking what you want. That's called options. It can be done. I don't care how bad your situation looks to you. There is a solution to every problem. This is why I go live. Y'all can post your questions. This way it will allow me, okay, to answer your questions in real time. Not for you to walk away and be like, oh man, wish I could have asked her a question. I really need more clarification on the situation. So again, don't come on these lives and just watch me. Now, again, if you don't have a question, you don't have a question. But if you do, this is your opportunity to get your questions answered. Okay? So your assignment for today, again, is to go look at pull your last 2 or 3 months of bank statements. You're going to make 3 columns, an eating out column, a spending column, and a miscellaneous column. You're going to go through each bank statement and you're going to get your highlighter and you're going to identify all the times you ate out, all the times you went shopping, all the times you had miscellaneous transactions. Once you complete that, you're going to have 3 different numbers at the top of each bank statement. You're going to look at all the bank statements that you pull and get an average. What are you spending on an average monthly basis in each of these areas? If you know for a fact that you don't have money in savings, you have high utilization on your credit cards, you got the money. You see it yourself. You know that I'm not making this up. These are your bank statements. And I will later on, I will be discussing on how you can drastically, okay? You can drastically reduce those numbers. But I first want you to identify if you even have a problem, because some of you may not even have a problem. Some of you may be still spending money, but you're still able to save quite a bit. So this is not to say just because you spend money, but if you are saving more than you're spending, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. But if you're spending more than you're saving, then yeah, we need to pump them brakes because you are heading for a disaster. Okay? You are hurting yourself. And I don't want you to hurt yourself. All right, everybody. Any question? I have a question. When paying your debt down, should I put all money on one credit card or should I spread it across all 4 credit cards I owe? For example, should I pay $400 on one card and $100 each? No. What you want, the question basically is, if they have credit cards, how do you go about paying those cards off? So guys, if you have multiple credit cards, and this is a very good question because credit cards are the number one beside late payments and charge-offs and judgments, things of that nature. But credit cards are like the number one areas that you can control, you can help increase your credit scores quickly. So if you know you have high utilization, just think about this. If you have, let's say, 2, 4, 6, 10 credit cards, and they all have high balances. Did you know if you paid those balances below 30%, you could literally increase your credit scores an average of 15 points plus? We're talking about 10 cards. That's 150 points. You got 4 cards. That's 60 points. Literally, you can increase your scores almost less than 30 days because that's how long it's going to take the bureaus to update your report. But if you have a number of credit cards and you want to work on getting the balances paid down, you want to list all of your cards and you want to put them in the order of the highest amount to the lowest amount. The highest amount that you owe to the lowest amount that you owe. If you do this bank statement exercise I just gave you, and you determine between eating out, shopping, and miscellaneous, you're spending an average of, let's say, $300 a month. Did you know if you took $200, because if you looked at all your bank statements, you're averaging $300, okay? So this is not a one-time thing. On the average month, you're spending at least $300 a month between eating out and shopping and miscellaneous. If you decide, I'm going to take $200 of those dollars, I'm going to still take $100 to eat out, but I'm going to take $200 of those dollars. $100 I'm going to put in savings every month, and $100 I'm going to use toward paying off credit card debt. You're going to work from the bottom of that list because that bottom of that list is your lowest amount owed. But let's say your payment that you owe is $30 per month on that card. You're going to still make that $30 payment, but you're also going to add that $100 that you're now saving from your bank reconciliation exercise. So now every month you're going to pay $130 toward that card until it's paid off. Once it's paid off, you're going to take that same $130 and now add it to the next card. And let's say on that next card, you were paying $50 a month. Well, now with the $130 and the $50, now you're paying $180 per month on that card until it's paid off. Once it's paid off, you take that $180 and take it to your next card. And you keep doing that until you pay the cards off. Now, there are going to be some advanced strategies that I'll be talking about when I talk about credit. And I think I'll be talking about credit on, well, it's supposed to be tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I'll be talking about credit tomorrow. So, but I don't think I'll be talking about the advanced strategy tomorrow. But when I do talk about it, there'll be some advanced strategies that I'll be giving you guys that you can get your credit cards paid off probably in like 30 days. Okay. But for those of you that are in that situation right now and you want to start getting that credit card debt paid off, that is what I highly recommend. If you know right now you are living on your credit cards, okay? If you know you're living on your credit cards, that means you make a payment and you pay on it and you use it again. What you might want to do, okay, so that you can help you, is you might want to cut them cards up. I didn't say close them. I said just cut them up so that you're not going to use them. Once you get everything under control, you can always get the cards back. Again, I don't want to go too deep into that. When we start talking about credit, I'll go a lot more deeper into that. But I will let you guys know on Mondays, I want to use Mondays as my mindset day. That's where we talk about mindset. We talk about where you are. We talk about putting things in place. On Tuesdays, I want to start talking about money. When I talk about money, I'm talking about how to make money, how to save money, okay? How to get more money. On Wednesdays, I'll be talking about credit. So anything and everything revolving around credit and home buying, I'm going to be talking about it. On Thursdays, I'm going to be talking about the different types of home loans, down payment assistance programs, first-time home buyer programs. And on Fridays, I'll be talking about real estate. And I'm talking about real estate in terms of you getting home buying ready to buy a home. We're going to be talking about real estate investing, some of the deals out there, some of the options you have, all of that, okay? I want to make sure each and every day I am going to bring you guys value because I want you guys to not just get your minds focused on buying a home. I want to help you guys to become financially free homeowners. So if y'all don't have any other questions, then that is it for today. So again, go do your exercise and I would love to see what you guys posted. I'll actually ask you guys that tomorrow. On what your findings were, because this is the first step, guys, to helping you to save more money and to help you to become financially free. You cannot tell me or even tell yourself that you want to build wealth, that you want to become financially free, that you want to become a millionaire, okay? If you cannot manage the money that you already have. Because if you cannot manage the money that you already have, you don't have a plan in place. When you get more money, it's only an opportunity for you to spend more money, okay? You got to be real about this and real to yourself, okay? You got to be real about this. If you don't get what you already have under control, it is going to be next to impossible for you to control more. So I hope this has been good for you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.